Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the basal nucleus or basal ganglia. Okay, basal nucleus or basal ganglia. So we have to discuss what is meant by basal nucleus, what are the connections and its functions. Those are the main points of this basal nucleus or basal ganglia. See first what is meant by basal nucleus. See I told you cerebrum. This one is a coronal section of the cerebrum. See the cerebrum it is having outer gray matter. See, this one is outer gray matter and inner white matter. See, this is a white matter. Now, here in the lower part, there we can see some gray matter masses seen inside the white matter. Some gray matter masses. See, some gray matter masses are seen here inside the white matter. See, this gray matter masses together known as what? Basal ganglia or basal nucleus. So, basal nucleus or basal ganglia means nothing but the gray matter seen inside the white matter. Cerebrum is having outer gray matter and inner white matter. Inside the white matter, some gray matter masses are seen. That gray matter masses are known as the basal ganglia. See, that is meant by subcortical intracerebral masses of gray matter. Subcortical means below the cortex or below the gray matter. See, this is the cortex or gray matter. Below the gray matter means here inside the white matter. Okay, so that is meant by subcortical. Intracerebral means inside the cerebrum, gray matter masses. Okay, so that is meant by basal nucleus. So basal nucleus means gray matter seen inside the white matter. Now, what are they? See, mainly three groups are there: corpus striatum, amygdaloid body, and a claustrum. Three are there: corpus striatum, amygdaloid body, and a claustrum. See, corpus striatum, it is having two parts. One is caudate nucleus, the other one is lentiform nucleus. So we have to discuss the details of caudate nucleus, lentiform nucleus, amygdaloid body, and a claustrum. Now, first we are going to discuss about the corpus striatum, means these two together. Okay, first corpus striatum. Corpus striatum, I told you, it includes caudate nucleus and a lentiform nucleus. First, the details of the caudate nucleus. Okay, caudate nucleus, it's a C-shaped or comma-shaped nucleus, and it is surrounded by the lateral ventricle. Okay, those points we'll discuss it later. First, shape. It is a C-shaped nucleus with the three parts. What are the three parts of this C-shaped caudate nucleus? Head, body, and tail. First, we will see the model. See, this is what the shape of the caudate nucleus. See, almost like this, almost a C-shaped. Okay, with this broad portion, this is the head. Then this colored, black colored area, this is what the body. Then this white colored part, this one is the tail. So head, body, and tail. This is now it is my right side caudate nucleus. See, this is the arrangement. So here in this concavity, there we can see the internal capsule. Internal capsule is running like this. Okay. So anyway, this is what the caudate nucleus with the head, body, and tail. Clear now? Now we have to discuss the details of head, body, and tail. First, we will see the head. Head, which forms a floor of the anterior horn of lateral ventricle and a medial wall of the anterior limb of internal capsule. That we have to see first. It forms a floor of the anterior horn of lateral ventricle. So first we should know what is meant by lateral ventricle. Lateral ventricle means it is a cavity seen inside the cerebrum. So we have to go through the lateral ventricle. See, this is a cerebrum, its medial surface, corpus callosum. We already have gone through that. Below the corpus callosum, here we are having a cavity. This is what the lateral ventricle. This is the anterior horn of lateral ventricle, which is seen inside the frontal lobe. Anterior horn is seen inside the frontal lobe. Like that, it extends backward. It is not there in this model. Okay, it extends backward into the occipital lobe. That backward extension, it is known as posterior horn. And from here, it runs downward into the temporal lobe. That one is the inferior horn. So it is having three horns. Lateral ventricle is having three horns: anterior horn, posterior horn, inferior horn. And here a central part. Okay, so anterior horn, then central part, then posterior horn, then inferior horn. Those are the parts of the lateral ventricle. So lateral ventricle is having anterior horn, then central part, then body, sorry, a posterior horn and a inferior horn. So now it is clear what is meant by anterior horn of lateral ventricle. So head forms the floor of the anterior horn of lateral ventricle, means head which lies below the anterior horn of lateral ventricle. So where it will be, we will see the model again. See, this is what the anterior horn. So here, just lateral to this rostrum. See, almost here in this area there comes a head. Okay, so this is what the anterior horn floor means. This is the floor of the anterior horn. So here comes the head of the caudate nucleus. Then below, behind that, see, here comes the body means which forms the floor of the central part of the lateral ventricle. See, this is the anterior horn of the lateral ventricle, then central part of the lateral ventricle. So floor of the central part is formed by the body. I will show you another model. At the same time, it lies medial to the anterior limb of internal capsule. Just a minute. See, this is our internal capsule. Yesterday we were discussing about the internal capsule with the 3 parts. Sorry, 5 parts. See, this is the anterior horn. Sorry, anterior limb. Then this one, genu. Then this one, posterior limb. Then here we are having the sublendiform nucleus, so sublendiform part and the retrolendiform part. So those are the 5 parts of the internal capsule. Anterior limb, then genu, say anterior limb, genu, posterior limb, sublendiform and retrolendiform parts. Okay. Now how it is arranged here? This caudate nucleus, I am going to place it here. See, almost like this. This is what the anterior limb. Okay, this is my right side. Okay, so this is the right side internal capsule and the right side caudate nucleus. So this is the anterior horn of the internal capsule. Medial to that, see, here comes the nuclei. Okay, so medial to this anterior horn of the, anterior limb of the internal capsule, there we are having the head. So that second point is clear. It lies, or it forms a medial boundary, means it lies medial to this anterior limb of the internal capsule. That point is clear now. See, this is anterior limb. This is a head. So head lies medial to this anterior limb. See, it forms a medial wall of the anterior limb of internal capsule. And first point, it forms a floor of the lateral ventricle, that we have to discuss it again. Now, imagine this paper model. This one is a model of this this lateral ventricle with the anterior horn, central part, posterior horn, then inferior horn. Okay, what are the anterior horn? So this is anatomical position. So anterior horn, then behind that this is a central part, then behind that this is a posterior horn which is inside the occipital lobe, and this one is a inferior horn which is going towards the temporal lobe. Now I am going to place it here. See, almost like this. Now see the relation between this anterior horn of the lateral ventricle and the head. So it lies below the anterior horn. Okay, so that's what the first point. So this is the anterior horn of the lateral ventricle. Below that, there we can see the head of the caudate nucleus. See, so it lies medial to the internal capsule. That point is clear, and below the anterior horn of lateral ventricle, or means it forms the floor of the anterior horn of the lateral ventricle. Now see here in this same model. See, this is the body of the caudate nucleus. It is seen below the central part of lateral ventricle. See, this is the central part of the lateral ventricle. So it lies below that. Same time, it lies medial to the posterior horn. This is anatomical position. Now see, this is actual position. In order to see this one. So this is the central part of the lateral ventricle. Below that, there we can see the body of the caudate nucleus. And this body is also related to this posterior limb of the internal capsule. So head, which forms the floor of the anterior horn, that point is clear, and the medial to the anterior limb of internal capsule, that is also clear. Then body, it forms a floor of the central part of the lateral ventricle, that is clear, and lies medial to the posterior limb of the internal capsule, that is also clear. Then tail, which forms the roof of the inferior horn of lateral ventricle, and there it joins with the amygdaloid body. How it forms the roof of the inferior horn? Now see, this is a lateral side of the internal capsule. See, like this. This is a lateral side, the same lateral side. There we can see the lentiform nucleus. Now see, this one is a tail of the caudate nucleus. Below that, see, the inferior horn lies like this. Means above the inferior horn, there we can see the tail of the caudate nucleus. Correct now? So this is the tail of the caudate nucleus, which comes in contact with this lentiform nucleus. We'll discuss those things later. Okay, this is the tail of the caudate nucleus, comes in contact with the lentiform nucleus. Below that, there we can see the inferior horn. So above the inferior horn of lateral ventricle, see, this is the posterior horn of lateral ventricle, then inferior horn of lateral ventricle. Above that, that's why it forms the roof of the inferior horn. Okay, so it forms a roof of the inferior horn of lateral ventricle, and it joins with the amygdaloid body. Amygdaloid body, we'll discuss those that thing later. So three parts of the caudate nucleus: head, body, and tail. Details of the head, details of the body, and the details of the tail. Now see this model, this diagram. See, this one is a caudate nucleus, the head, then body, and the tail. This is a lateral ventricle. The anterior horn, central part, and posterior horn, inferior. See the arrangement again here. Head, which lies below the anterior horn of lateral. This is anterior horn of lateral ventricle. So below that head, correct. Then central part. This is the central part. So body of the caudate nucleus, which lies below the central part. Then this is the inferior horn. Tail of the caudate nucleus lies above the inferior horn. Okay. So relations are clear. Now, so caudate nucleus is clear now. We are going to discuss about the lentiform nucleus. Lentiform nucleus, I already told you, it is located in the concavity of the internal capsule. It lies in the concavity of the internal capsule and is almost a biconvex shaped. See this one. See, or this one. Biconvex, see, almost like this, biconvex shape. So it is having one medial surface. This is a medial surface. See, if it is like this, this one is the medial surface. So it is having one medial surface, then one lateral surface, one inferior surface. Means this lateral surface is divided into, actually this lateral surface is divided into two, one lateral proper and one inferior surface. See like this. So this will be the shape. This is a medial surface. Okay, in the lateral part there, lateral surface and the inferior surface. Okay, so first point, it's a large lens. Lens means biconvex lens shaped nucleus. It is located in the concavity of the internal capsule. Then it is having three surfaces: lateral surface, which is convex and related to the. We'll discuss the relations later. So it is having one lateral surface, then medial surface, then inferior surface. Now see here, this one is a transverse section. So here, approximately here comes a lateral surface. The outer to the lateral surface, there we can see the external capsule. See, this is the internal capsule. So this one, that one is a external capsule. Then there we can see a gray matter mass outer to the external capsule. Outer to the external capsule, here we are having the claustrum. It's a gray matter mass. So some relations of this lateral surface. Okay, see. See, this is a lateral surface. This is lateral surface, lateral to the lateral surface. See, here we are having the external capsule. Medial surface is related to, no doubt it is related to the internal capsule. This is the internal capsule. So, medial surface, this orange colored area, that one is a medial surface. It is related to the internal capsule. This is arrangement. Okay. So, relation of the medial surface need not by heart. It is related to the medial internal capsule. Now, lateral surface, it is related to the external capsule, then a gray matter mass, that one is a claustrum, then outermost capsule, insula. Then the last point, what is that insula? Insula means it is we are considering as the fifth lobe of the cerebrum. Cerebrum, it is having four lobes: frontal, parietal, occipital, and temporal. And this area, this lobe, this is what the insula. Okay, so external capsule, and here the claustrum is clear. See this one. So here on this side, those points are clear. See this one, external capsule. This white matter mass, this is the external capsule, and this gray matter, this line, dark line, that one is a claustrum. Then another white matter mass, that one is a outermost capsule. Then insula. So those are the lateral relations of this lateral surface. Now medial surface, which is convex and related to this internal capsule. Inferior surface, I have already told you, sublentiform part. Sublentiform part of internal capsule. But how? See, internal capsule, it is having anterior limb, again anterior limb, genu, posterior limb, then here sublentiform fibers. That sublentiform fibers are related to this inferior surface. So sublentiform fibers. Imagine my hand as a sublentiform fibers. So inferior surface is related to sublentiform fibers. Medial surface is related to internal capsule. If you are moving further medially, we can say the thalamus. Okay, go to that much details. So medial surface is related to internal capsule. Inferior surface is related to sublentiform part of the internal capsule. And lateral surface, external capsule, claustrum, outermost capsule, and insula. So that is what some details of this lentiform nucleus. It's a biconvex shaped nucleus with the three surfaces. Now we can divide this lentiform nucleus into two parts. See, this lentiform nucleus. Okay, we can divide it into one lateral part and one medial part. We are cutting into two pieces. So one lateral piece and one medial piece. That lateral large piece, it is known as putamen. Okay, large lateral part, it is known as what? The putamen, and the medial part, it is known as the globus pallidus. So lateral part, it is a putamen, and the medial part, it is a globus pallidus. So these are the some of the details of this lentiform nucleus. So this caudate nucleus and lentiform nucleus. See, we were discussing about the corpus striatum. See, corpus striatum is having two parts: caudate nucleus and lentiform nucleus. So details of this caudate nucleus: it's a C-shaped nucleus with a head, body, and tail. Lentiform nucleus: it's a biconvex shaped nucleus with three surfaces: medial, lateral, and inferior. Those details are clear. Okay. Now we have to discuss some connections. Lentiform nucleus, surface parts. Some connections of this corpus striatum. This, what is that corpus striatum? These two nucleus together means caudate nucleus and the lentiform nucleus together known as the corpus striatum. See, first we'll say the connections of caudate nucleus and the putamen. Putamen is a lateral part. This caudate nucleus, I told you, caudate nucleus comes in contact with this lateral part of the lentiform nucleus. So that's why we are discussing it together. Show it again. See the video. See this caudate nucleus. It comes in contact with this lentiform nucleus. Tail of the caudate nucleus comes in contact with this lateral part of the lentiform nucleus. Lateral part means putamen. So we are discussing the connections of these two with the caudate nucleus and putamen. See, first it gets fibers from the cerebral cortex, thalamus, substantia nigra. It gives fibers to globus pallidus. Globus pallidus means nothing but the part of the lentiform nucleus, and substantia nigra and the thalamus. Now, globus pallidus, it gets fibers from the caudate nucleus. See, globus pallidus, it gets fibers from the caudate nucleus and putamen, and it gives three bundles, efferent fibers. Those are the fibers: ansa lenticularis, fasciculus lenticularis, and subthalamic fasciculus. Okay, it gives three bundles of fibers. Okay, three groups of fibers: ansa lenticularis, fasciculus lenticularis, and subthalamic fasciculus. These are the fibers of this globus pallidus. Okay, so what are the fibers going to the globus pallidus? Say fibers from the caudate nucleus and fibers from the putamen. What are the fibers coming from the lobus pallidus. Now these are the fibers. It is seen in three bundles: ansar lenticulars, fasciculus lenticulars, and subtalar fasciculae. And now functions of this corpus striate. It maintains a muscle tone, then automatic association movements. What is the automatic associated movements? Swinging of the arm during walking. Then lesion of this corpus striatum lives in Parkinsonism. So corpus striatum, the first point is clear. First point of the gray matter. Now amygdaloid body. What is meant by amygdaloid body? It's a nuclear mass seen here in the inferior horn. See, this is a lateral ventricle and its inferior horn. Okay, above the inferior horn, there we can see a rounded mass or a nuclear mass which comes in contact with the tail of the caudate nucleus. Okay, so that is what it's a nuclear mass seen in the temporal lobe. Okay, anterosuperior to the inferior horn. Anterosuperior means above the superior horn. And structurally it is connected to the tail of the caudate nucleus, but functionally it is related to the stria terminalis, and it's a part of the limbic system. It's fibers, afferent fibers from the olfactory tracts and afferent fibers to the stria terminalis. And the last one, claustrum. Claustrum means nothing but it's a saucer shaped. Saucer means like this. Saucer shaped. It is arranged like this. So saucer shaped nucleus seen between putamen and insula. Where he see here we saw the claustrum. See this one. Okay. So that one is a. Those are the details of this basal nucleus. Remaining details you have to read it here from textbook.